Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. We now have the Season 17 update, which allows you access to the Shenandoah National Park, and it gets you some new storylines, which rewards you with some new storyline weapons. Today we're going to be having a look at one of those, which I picked up fighting 3 rather oversized robots in neurological warfare. At least I think that's where I got this one from. So let's have a look at what it is. It is the V63-HELGA. It is a 50% armor penetration, 25% damage whilst aiming, and a 90% weight reduction. Very nice. Now, I was thinking, why are none of these weapons sort of aimed at end-of-game high-level players? Then I realised that, of course, you are able to access this at quite a low level. Player. I wouldn't suggest doing this storyline below level 50, because you would not want to pick up these rather tasty weapons below their highest settings. Excuse me while I have a quick drink now. So yeah, do it at level 50, that way you'll pick up the weapons at the highest. The Helga looks like it's level 45, so yeah. Hit it at say level 50 and then you'll pick all the weapons up at their highest level they can. Now, 25% damage whilst aiming. Normally I prefer 25% faster fire rate. That's because a lot of my weapons are either aristocrat or blooded. Now, of course, 25% while aiming only gives you 25% of base damage. That's the good thing with anti-armor weapons. Anti-armor weapons, they are already at base rate. So the 25% whilst aiming does actually give you pretty much 25%. Yay. This one comes with vicious Gatling laser receiver, aligned long barrel, a reflex dot, a beam focuser. Now I am going to change one of those and I'll explain. So let's go to modify, find where I've hidden Helga. There's Helga. So this one looks gamma wave emitter. Is that the one I want? Let's have a look. So the gamma wave emitter, 20% ammo capacity. Don't bother with that one, doesn't do anything. Calibrated receiver, brilliant, but really you want that on a weapon you're going to be using VATS. Not really going to use this in VATS. Currently it has the vicious, which is critical damage. Once again, I'm not going to use it in VATS, so critical Gatling laser receiver, not much point. Severe, I'm not going to use that one. What I'm going to do is either between severe, because that pops on 14 fire damage over 3 seconds, which believe me isn't very much, but that's the one I want. Aim speed, hip fire accuracy, sighted accuracy, and ammo capacity. Let me just quickly put on some science cards to do that. So just pop over here, removes that. So when you do the science cards, pop on all your science cards. It allows you to craft, and it also makes energy weapons and all that type a little bit cheaper. So go back to modify, back to where Helga's at the bottom there. Vicious Gatling receiver, no thank you. Oh, on that one. So the aim speed, because it's a fast whilst aiming. Hip fire accuracy, because I will be using on hip fire. Sighted accuracy, yes. And ammo capacity doesn't work. And it adds on the burn damage as well. So that is our refined. That's the only modification I'm going to make. So let's just get rid of those science cards. I am using this on a fairly standard heavy gun build, but this is a heavy gun without explosion, so I don't need demo expert. So stick gunsmith on. I have 2 slots left unused there, as you see. That's because I swap this between an explosive build and not. You could have gunsmith at level 4 and have stabilise, so when you're in armour. Not doing that today. Well, I might do. Let's have a little fiddle with cards later. So the other card you saw me load up there, was power user. Fusion core generation is now doubled. That's the one you want to make your fusion cores last longer. There's the rest of my cards. I'll just highlight that so you can have a quick little look-see. Over in perception, you can have pretty much anything in here. I'll just have 3, so I can have my lockpick cards and a few of the bits and bobs which I can swap in and out as I feel. This isn't a build video, so I'm not going to particularly don't need better criticals. What we got there? Critical tally, don't need that. Bloody mess. That'll do. It's not a build video, so I'm not going to concentrate too much on the build. So we have Helga, which is our anti-armour, 50% armour, damage while aiming, and 9% weight. What am I going to compare this to? So I've gotten myself another anti-armour, but this one is the Ultracite Gatling laser. So a little look at that one. So that's 50% armour penetration, 90% weight. The only difference in this one is limb damage. Limb damage, only really useful for crippling. Good if you're going to be wanting to get a Scorch Queen to land. Or when taking on a Marlow Queen, you can cripple her legs so she's not chasing you around the map. As you see, I have fairly similar build on this gun. I've got the refined beta tuner on there as well. I have got standard barrel on this one. I would like to match the barrel of the other one, but I haven't learnt the plan for that one yet. So let's take these 2 guns out for a roll. Now, as you see, when you reload this gun because of that double core card, 999, and that one 999. Right, 999. Now, as you see, I'm not using Ultracite cores. The reason for that I will show you once we have gotten out of my underground bunker. If you're going to be using core weapons, you need one of these. I do believe you can get them from the Atom shop. Core charger, fusion core charger. So always have 4 on the go. So anything that isn't fully charged, pop it in. So I carry 20 cores in reserve, and I've got like 8 cores on me. Okay. So we can tell the difference. This white one without the sight is my Ultracite one. So no sight equals Ultracite. And the one here with the reflex sight is Helga. Where can we go to try out Helga? We need some fairly tasty weapons. Enemies. Everybody goes to Westec, so let's not go to Westec. Let's go to Huntersville. Why do we always try super mutants? Oh, I like it when people get their plants to do that. That's quite good. Why super mutants? Because they're a nice hefty enemy, take a decent amount of killing, and they're armoured. Now, anti-armour on a full health build. Flipping excellent. the more armoured an enemy, the better the gun is. Everyday use, I would normally have Aristocrat, because Aristocrat's particularly good against squishy enemies. But the tougher the enemy, anti-armour starts to catch it up and then of course overtakes. So, super mutants. Too sharp. Oh, we haven't just crashed, have we? Oh, for fuck's sake. Ooh, language John. Sorry, we crashed then, but we came through. Hopefully the swearing didn't come through. I have noticed the game crashing a lot recently. So this is Helga. That is a level 50. No aiming at the moment. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Nice effect there as well. Should be there. There's his doggo. Contextual ammo, you don't get to pick up cores very often. So here we go. So we just shot a level 60, which didn't take long. Now, see the laser beams are going everywhere. That's one good thing about Helga, it comes naturally with a beam focuser. So if ever you wondered what the beam focuser does in one of these, that was a level 100. Now this has a 25% more aiming. Man, that's good. Yeah. Helga's a good weapon. Now if you manage as a lower spec player, younger player, newer player, however you want to say that, yes, you want Helga. Forget Ultracites. They're difficult to get hold of and you have to scrap loads of them to get the plans. With a bog standard Gatling laser, once you've gotten yourself a Gatling laser, just trap on over to Watoga train station, or where is it? Just up here, literally straight from the train station, head directly north. You'll get to one of the supermarkets, and then there's another vendor bot in there, and it will sell you nearly all the plans that you want for the Gatling laser. Beware though, if you are a newer player, Watoga is full of angry robots. So you're going to be doing a bit of stealth in there, or simply complete the mission inside of Watoga and the robots are no longer angry with you. So yeah, my thoughts. Is Helga any good? Oh yeah, that's another thing when you're using a core weapon. Never totally deplete the shell. When it's halfway through, 3/4 through, your choice, just don't empty it. Change it out for a full one, and then when you get back to your machining, you recharge it. Last two, you're using laser weapons. My laser weapon wins. Back to the Ultracite. Hell yeah. So whether you've got an Ultracite or you've got Helga, Helga is a very nice roll. You can get the Helga roll on any normal Gatling laser. I don't think there's anything specifically special about Helga apart from that paint job. You cannot buy that paint job. You cannot make that paint job. That paint job is unique to Helga. You want that paint job. I actually think I've spent all my time getting Ultracite weapons, building up. I think I will be using Helga for a little while, just to give Helga a go. So this has been Nomadic Moth. this has been a quick view of Helga versus an Ultracite Gatling laser. No clear winner because they're exactly the same. But I am going to be keeping Helga because A, it looks good, and B, it looks good. Thank you. I have been Nomadic Moth. This has been a very quick video on the V63-HELGA. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll do a comparison on another one of the weapons as soon as I get hold of it. Cheers and goodbye.